Mid-paint pump, bruh. Every artist is doing this shit now.
Hey, make it perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Make it perfect. Well, Barry Donegan here. It's been a long time. Barry, what are you up to in your life right now?
That.
You're into knocking shit over. What's going on? Baby?
I play music. I train people how to lift weights.
Me. Look at this shit.
Boom. Look at this. Look at these muscles on this. Particularly these shoulders, man.
Feel that shit. That's a rock. One more rock.
Rock City, dude.
Yeah, you feel
Rock
that?
City.
Anyway, what else you got going on?
What do I got going on?
What's your theory on weightlifting?
My theory on weightlifting is I believe I've developed my own little system. I think power building is generally good for most average people who don't have a particular goal, where you just kind of, you do a lot of strength training to be strong. You do a little bit of the bodybuilding stuff to develop all your muscles evenly and have a little bit of aesthetics. You get your 10,000 steps a day. Try to control your food. Try to eat high protein. Try not eat insane high amounts of calories you can't handle. And then you base your life around that basics. You're strong, your bones, your tendons, your muscles, your titties.
Yep.
You have large.
It's gonna take a while for these. It's gonna take a while.
They're in there though. You
I feel it.
You get the rib cage for it. Way more than me. I mean, you got a big wide rib cage.
Appreciate that shit.
You know what I mean?
Shoulders,
Yeah, these shoulders are already jizzack.
They're jizzing. We're gonna paint and we're gonna get into some shit. Thanks for being here. What else is going on lately? Fucking Hulk Hogan, dude.
Died, man.
Let's get into it.
Grim Reaper's coming in hot right now. Be careful.
That's
Everybody
crazy.
watch out.
Fucking
Everybody
Ozzy.
watch out.
And then, wait, Ozzy died 2 days ago? 2 days ago?
They're taking all the 80s.
They're taking all these fucking...
Taking the 80s, bro.
Yeah, when they're like, they didn't realize living that hard is rough. You know what I mean? Taking it down early, I guess. But you know what, dude? I was sold out to Hulk Hogan, man. I just was. I know I was, man. I'm 48, man. I still wake up with that thing in the morning, man. It's just the way it goes.
It's that weightlifting, man. It's helping
I know.
with that.
It's crazy.
You get that nice morning wood, man.
It's crazy, man.
I do if I get
It blows
enough
my
sleep.
mind.
Today was not a morning wood day for me.
No, dude. You
No.
don't sleep a lot, is what you said.
I'm not a sleeper.
How much you sleep last night?
4 hours. I'm a prover that if you don't sleep, you eat only microwave Walmart food. You can duct tape together that as a lifestyle. I have the worst lifestyle of any fitness dude ever, but for sure.
You're gonna be fucking Hulk Hogan and Ozzy, man.
But if I can make it work,
ripped out.
If I can make it work,
Yeah, that's funny, dude.
you know what I mean?
What's your like? What do you think people assume about you that's just way off? Way off.
I try to make people think I'm stupider than I am.
What? How?
I think some people think that, but not necessarily everybody.
Stupider.
But stupider.
Just by like looking like a muscle beach bro type.
I like to be
guy?
underestimated in the mental side of things.
Oh.
Because I feel like I had this one professor.
Yeah.
He was this, it was in pre-law, and he was like
Where at?
brilliant.
MTSU or something?
MTSU.
Okay, yeah, right.
He was,
Is that going? Is this going? Sorry.
He was the kind of guy that would stroke out in the middle of class.
Oh,
and he was
shit.
like, he switched from law to teaching to protect his
God dang.
ability to not have a stroke, right?
That's
But he was
scary.
so brilliant, and he would use all these malapropisms.
What's that? I don't know.
A malapropism is from like Shakespeare, Miss Malaprop. It's a person who misuses words.
Oh,
uses
solid.
them incorrectly, right?
Ooh, I love that.
And he would misuse words all the time.
On
And
purpose.
then he'd come out and hit you with the point, and you would have not, you got rope-a-doped because you
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
he's a dumbass, and then
Yeah.
he would come in and hit you with the, the
Rock
real
ass.
truth.
Yeah.
And then now you weren't prepared. And
kinda
I think
got
that's why he
punked.
was a winner in the attorney field. He just kind of like
Fuck.
made the other person think, I'm gonna have a cakewalk today, and then he comes out and blows their head
Smokes
off.
them.
And I just kind of like that as a style, and I kind of took that from him. I'm gonna take you back to when I was a kid.
All right, come on.
My mom. Okay, in middle school, I was chubby and short until puberty, right?
Okay.
And then I was like lanky and stuff. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like I needed that weight. So, but my mom,
You're gonna carry that weight. Go ahead.
like I'm getting ready to go to the pool, right?
Yep.
And my mom, like, I don't want to take my shirt off because I'm fat.
Yeah, I get that. Fuck.
And my mom's like, you got to take your shirt off because you look like a chump with your shirt on. You know what I mean? Like, you need to just take your shirt off. Like, you're at the pool. You need to get a tan. It's hot.
Yeah, it's
like, you need to get a tan. And so she would just make me, and I got used to it. And honestly, I didn't really wear shirts a lot, even when I've been fat in my life.
Really?
Just because my mom taught me that's
bitch made.
It's bitch made. It makes you look like you're insecure.
Oh yeah.
And I'll tell you, there's nothing more gangster than like a chubby guy with his really having his tits out.
Yeah,
just out
ripping.
there at a festival with his tits all the way out, beer in his hand.
God.
That guy looks confident as hell, and it's probably sexier to women than most men realize. You know what I'm saying? Just that whole attitude. Now, obviously, if you feel great about your body and your body's in great shape, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To me, I feel like a lot of times people wear shirts only because they're insecure, and it kind of makes no sense to wear a shirt.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like right now, it's hot as balls in here. You know, there's no AC.
I cannot believe that I'm not wearing a shirt, because that's been. I mean, what you're talking about, the pool, like that's been my whole life. Insecure because I got this. It was a butt gut. Somebody called it a butt gut, and I was just like, well, that's it for me, not wearing a shirt. But you know what? Today, fuck that, wearing a shirt.
See, actually, you have pretty low body fat and muscles all over the place. So it's like, and tattoos and shit, people are going to want to look at that and whack their ding-dangs and stuff.
Yeah, I'm fucking
you know what I mean? So it's like that's to that point, body image. Dude, body image is a real thing. Like in studies, body image disorders are almost even higher among men. It's like sometimes slightly higher among men, and no one knows. No one talks about it.
No man's gonna hear me out. No dude that's like trying to think that he's like dude only alpha, which is a farce. Like, no dude is going to talk about that, but you know it's back in the foils in their mind, and they have the insecurity.
Oh, and it affects everything.
And it runs them.
It makes their relationship go sexless at certain points. Because, like, you know, when you start getting fat, you put a little fat on down here, and it kind of, your ding dang doesn't have the same amount of blood flow, and it's not as long anymore.
You're talking about a wiener?
Yeah, and then you kind of like, and then your testosterone's getting lower because your body fat's getting high, and you're maybe getting past 35, and you're kind of out of shape.
Hamstrings are tightening up.
Yeah, now you're kind of like, you can't really lay it down on the old lady as good. And, you know, as a result of that, you start kind of maybe avoiding it, and then you start not looking in the mirror, and now here we go. We're headed to death.
And then you start just looking at tons of porn and whacking it.
Yeah, whacking it, and then your old lady is, that's when she starts getting piped by somebody else, and then you're like on the internet like, I hate women, man.
Hey. Every time this happens, without fail.
Every single time.
Every time in every situation.
Well, I mean, if you can't lay down, and make her squirt and all this, then she probably will need to go get piped by somebody if you're not doing it. So you got to keep your shit together, and part of that I think is recognizing that if men have body image disorders, then they have to either confront it.
Yep.
Or, you know, one way of confronting it is take your shirt off and doing this painting right now. And let's all just have our fucking shirts off. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Danny, you taking your shirt off? You're 19. Might be a little odd for us, dude.
Put some grease on while you're at it. Put some grease. Put a little grease.
Never mind. Man, fuck. Trump's in the Epstein files is what they're talking about. What's the vibe on that?
Oh, him in the Epstein files?
Yeah.
I think everybody's in the Epstein files is the problem they're running into.
Are you?
Probably. No, I'm not old enough, dog. I would have been a victim if I was that age.
Yeah, I'd say, man, that's fucked up. As far as politically over the last 5 years, decade, you're pretty on that political shit. What's something that you changed your mind on?
Something I changed my mind on?
Yeah. Past 5 to 10 years.
5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
I got kind of more nuanced when it comes to. I used to be pretty favorable towards globalism,
meaning
just that it
takeover.
Like I was kind of thinking, like, okay, it makes more sense if we had global free trade fully, where it was like, okay, let's get the one thing coming from this area, one thing coming from here, and we can kind of synergize that the way things were going. But then the pandemic happened, and it started to realize, like, okay, you're one world war or cross-border restriction away from complete collapse of your entire supply chain. So we probably need a little bit more. Like, you probably do need to have like American companies that do every single type of thing just to be on the safe side in case something pops off. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really believe that until the pandemic. That the pandemic kind of showed me like that could actually be a thing.
When was the moment you're like, oh man, I'm switching my like, can you remember the moment that it happened? You're like, oh, a different vibe happening for me now. In that
Probably just when the enormous supply chain failures started to like add up, and I'm sitting at home, not allowed to work, and just being like, how did we get here to where we're like possibly, there was like supply chain failures like condoms to Africa for 6 months. They had no condoms coming in, so like
the first thing he talks about is condoms.
But I mean that caused a lot of deaths. Let's be real. That caused a lot of deaths.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean? But it's. The rub-a-dub-dubs were completely shut down, and if they had, if every continent had their own condominiums, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just be a little.
I mean, the spirit moves you. You're going in regardless. Got to be careful, man. Fuck.
Right.
And then you get that post nut.
The old post nut clarity.
What do you do about a post nut, dude?
The post nut clarity is
real.
That's an important thing.
God dang.
It tells you a lot.
It's like, who were you?
Yeah, what kind of
dog was in there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy. What are you painting? Okay, I'm with it. Oh, I'm with it, dude.
I'm kind of feeling it. I'm not as happy about the blue. I want to turn the blue into something else.
All right. Those colors work really well together. Not that you knew that, but.
No, I don't know those things.
I don't know what I'm doing, man. I definitely have a lot of upward dick action happening right here.
Upward dick? So
I might just go. I might put a little. Wow, that didn't work. God, dude. Daniel, when were you born?
05.
Fuck yeah.
05?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, no.
My band started in 01.
That's sick, dude.
I've been in a band
longer
than the same band longer than you've been alive.
That's crazy, man.
But
that's cool though. I'm glad to have Daniel, just as not even as someone to work with, but just someone to kick it with.
Yeah,
fucking dude, man. You really are. Yeah. Dude.
Keeping him young.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Thank.
Epstein in the hat.
God dang, that's ruthless.
Epstein in the hat.
Thanks to Keegan Fiervante. You know what I mean? Guy's cool. Let me see. Do you want to take a little pump in?
Want to get a little quick pump?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on one sec. Let me
do your thing.
Real quick.
I'm trying to get. You see that? You see that shit? I'm trying to. That's next. That's why I'm doing them leg raises so I can get that.
Yeah, get that little V guy.
The what V?
Boom,
the
boom.
dick V.
It's called the Adonis muscle. They call it.
We don't care about that. We want the slang.
Here, let me show you some rows.
Yeah, hit it. Let's see what we got.
That you can do when you don't have any bench.
All right, let's do it.
You know what I mean? You just
yeah.
friggin' crank over, keep that chest up, get long with your arms.
Are those 40s? What are those?
Yeah, some little 40s.
We're just doing fucking lifting weights here.
Mid paint pump, bruh. Every artist is doing this shit now. They do it in France.
Oh yeah, let me do that shit. All right,
that's how we go hard art, dude.
What did you say? Like this?
Yeah.
And then
bend over, big stretch, strong. God. Yeah. Yeah, big stretch. Just fight to keep that back straight. But it's good. It's good. Strong.
God.
Big time rows, dude.
What's next? I can do that shit all day.
Let's hit an Arnold, man. You probably use the 25s.
All right, Arnold's 25s. Okay. I gotta check these out and be careful with these things because I got that Zoom.
Yeah, you don't want to blow that.
Gotta be careful on these Arnolds, man. Let's get real close. Let's get real close to each other.
Okay. Yeah, right, face to face.
Go. Come on, dude. Keep up, dude. Keep up. Oh, yeah.
This is visually stunning.
Come closer to me. That's on my soul.
Just stop it.
I gotta get some.
This is actually pretty hard.
I can feel it. I feel this.
Motherfucker.
Touch tips. Touch tips.
Jesus God, that is
all right, let's get it.
pretty heavy. Yeah, let's get some painting in, dude. Paint with a pump is objectively better.
Man, I've never done that.
Here we go.
I feel
It will get you. Watch our brains.
get better.
Watch our brains. There's a lot of y'all out there right now who are like, this is some lame bro shit, but you're about to find out we're unlocking the key to true artistry.
What if you did trust yourself? Period.
Just out of the rip.
Yep. Straight
I'm
out the
afraid
pocket.
that I would like be overconfident with my flaws, and that they would take control, and my vices and flaws would be too in control of my life.
What are those? What are your vices and flaws? Straight up. Let's make it perfect. Hit it.
Probably being a workaholic can go too far.
Yep.
What
about your thought life?
My thought life can be potentially overly obsessed with sex if I'm not careful to limit that.
Yep.
It can be. I'm a hypochondriac, so I have a big problem with that. I have to really. That's one reason I try to stay in really good shape because.
So how does that show up for you when you feel like that hypochondria just controlling you in that way?
It's usually when anything is slightly off about my health.
Okay.
This is kind of dickish.
Yeah, that's okay. It's like a weird ass dick head.
Yeah, a little dickery.
Anyway. Little dockery.
Wait, what were we just saying?
Little docking. I just made a heart. When hypochondria hits, how does it show up, and what does it do for you?
Usually,
what does it do to you and for you? Because it serves you in some way. How does it happen?
I would say to me, to me. It definitely inflicts me with tons of anxiety about things that aren't happening.
Got it.
And
what's the last one that hit? That rocked your ass?
Well, even just the other day, I had
oh yeah, I remember that.
I knocked a bong over. It smashed. I tried to. The glass went down into my shit. It was pretty deep. It should have been stitches. I didn't go get stitches.
Right.
And
because bitches get stitches.
Yeah, bitches get stitches. So no reason to do that. And
hell yeah.
So thus,
I think our brain's kind of pooped out, bro. It's taking pauses.
Trying to get this white. No, what were we just saying?
God damn, are you kidding? Okay, seriously. When the fucking hypochondria hits you, what does it do to you, and how does it serve you? What does it do for you? And you talked about your little pussy ass hand there.
For me, oh yeah, my hand. Okay, so the hand's bleeding like crazy.
Hell yeah.
It wouldn't stop bleeding. I should have probably got stitches, so I didn't. So then I'm worried for a couple of days I'm going to have an infection. Luckily, lately though, the AIs have been helping me.
Like
the AIs have been getting me out.
And shit,
yeah, they've been getting me out of like the hypochondria because I can ask it multiple questions about the probability of what I'm dealing with.
That's cool.
And because nowadays you look up any symptom on Google and it's just
You're
first
dead.
Cancer and AIDS, and then you work your way backwards.
Yeah, right.
Even though like the chance of it being cancer is like 1 in 150 trillion.
Right.
So it's definitely not that, but they for like legal reasons have to say that.
It's still happening to you. You know what I mean? Regardless.
Yeah, in your mind, you're just like, oh yeah, I'm fucking fucked. I'm toast. I mean, it's left and right with me.
It's hard to get out of that mind frame.
Now, bear in mind, like most of my family members who died suddenly out of fucking nowhere. That's kind of like
fucking tight.
How it.
What?
They'll be like healthy, or they'll be like dead.
That's what,
you know. So
yeah, I'm like freaked out of that shit, man.
Yeah, I don't want to die really ever.
So, but what does being a hypochondriac do for you? How does it like it serves you?
Well, it makes me super fit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that's the one thing that makes me like, if I could do a physical feat that's crazy, then I just don't really believe that I'm
dying.
Oh,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Knowing what I know as a trainer, it's just
right.
Oops, objectively,
so if you're building muscle and like, you know, pumping up and doing all this walking and basketball, then there's no way that you're going to have an infection in your hand to fuck.
Yeah. It's not how the immune system works. Like if you're that healthy, you're going to be healthy, and it's gonna.
Where do you think sleep comes in with that?
Now mine is bad, but at the same time I'm adapted to always having bad sleep, and I sleep walk, which is another.
Oh, okay.
Another whole.
Right. What do you do when you sleepwalk? You ever fuck something up?
Yes.
Yep.
Plenty of time. The other day I woke up, I had my roommate's king size box of cornflakes, and it was just emptying into the floor. I mean, you can't just go to bed now. You have to like clean the fucking kitchen. And then the other night I'm like laying down gently, falling asleep, and then all of a sudden, boom! I'm going through a table, and there's food all over me and everywhere. And that's like constantly. Like
Yeah.
I do it like between 3 to like 17 times a night.
No way,
Yeah,
dude.
it's really absurd.
Something
black?
so unconscious is happening there hard, man. Do you
Yeah,
dream-
ever since puberty though.
Do you dream much? Do you
No.
Oh, you don't?
Very
dream.
little.
Okay.
Very little. am a weed user,
Yep.
which may affect that, but I also kind of didn't before I was a weed user. So
Oh, you did not do this before you were a weed user?
like I did also not really dream much.
I see.
I was never really a vivid dreamer.
Do you want to dream more?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't really care.
Oh, really? Oh, fuck.
Honestly, I don't
That's
want to be asleep.
that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say, Barry. I swear to God, dude.
I don't really like to be asleep if we're being totally honest.
You don't?
No.
God, man. I love dreaming.
I enjoy every fucking second of my life. I want it to be longer.
Even when you're getting pounded out by
Even when I'm
dudes.
getting pounded by dudes or whatever.
That's
You know what I mean?
shaking it, bro.
Particularly.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Particularly.
Damn. Well, that dude, I used to sleepwalk like a motherfucker. I still do, man. About a couple months ago, thought I heard something outside, and I got up, put my pants on, and unlocked the door, ran outside, and ran after people down the deck that weren't there, into the grass,
Whoa.
like ready, like fucking God, man.
I'm afraid of. I've only left the house a little bit. I did like when I was in a preteen. I went walking in my tidy whities on Bourbon Street.
Oh, that's kind of tight though. Well,
Luckily,
no,
I did not
you're
get picked
preteen.
up.
Never mind.
I was 11 and I was in my tidy whities.
Never mind. That's not tight.
I did not get trafficked because my parents found out quick. So they were like, "What are you doing?"
It's pretty cool not getting
I'm like, "I
trafficked.
did not know I was out here." So
It's terrifying, dude. God, especially think about having a kid and shit like that.
yeah, and they're out there on their tidy whities in Bourbon Street in New Orleans at 11 years old, and you don't know where they are, and you discover that that's where they are.
Dude, we went to Holiday World this last week. And by the way, going back, Holiday World, yo, see these muscles right here? I can come flaunt and flex these things at Holiday World in Splash and Safari. Maybe we could get some free tickets to do that. Maybe do some painting. Who wants to paint while they're at Holiday World? But point being, going to Holiday World again in 2 weeks, my buddy Joe.
Oh,
And,
cool.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Living the dream.
What was the point about going to Holiday World?
You had a point.
Lifted weights. You can't think about it now. It's gone.
Yeah, your brain's going so good right now.
Joe.
It doesn't even work.
Man, Holiday World. So we went to Holiday World, and I was in this little splash pad with Harrison and shit. And I lost track of him for like 20, 30 seconds. Dude,
Ooh, that's creepy.
that feeling of losing track and having to trust before you freak the fuck out that he's just around the corner, fucking around, doing something, hanging out. Man, that little moment is just like, you want to talk about histamines and blood pressure. Just being
Yeah.
like, okay, man, you're going to come around this corner. Where are you at? Man, dude, that is a trip.
I'll tell you, one day I was driving Stella.
Yeah.
My daughter Stella,
Yeah.
4 years old right now. But I was taking her to her birthday at Chuck E. Cheese, which
Love
was
it.
not as sick as it used to be. They didn't have the
Oh, really?
freaky things anymore. It's just
okay.
video game.
Okay.
It's just an arcade with no terrifying animals anymore.
Really?
You know what I mean?
That
That's the whole
sucks,
point
man.
is the terrifying animals. But
Sucks.
so we're getting ready to go there, and some dude cuts me off.
Yep.
Flagrantly, just insanely.
Right.
And like, I never felt this before in my life, but
Yeah.
like, I just like suddenly, once I got my car like stopped again out of the way, I just felt this flash of rage. Like, I'm just gonna get out of the
Yeah.
car and walk over and kill that dude.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
I'm like,
Yep.
okay, whoa, hold up.
Yeah.
Like,
Probably not the move.
I've gotten, the situation is already back to safety and de-escalated, so let's not do that.
God, that's
But if the feeling was there, I really felt like I was under a serious threat of something with her that I needed
Yeah, dude.
to get vengeance or some shit.
It's a big thing. I remember, dude, remember me telling you about being out at Opry Mills Mall on Father's Day?
Yeah.
So I was out at Opry Mills Mall on Father's Day, and I was out there with my stepmother and Harrison, my son, and
Harrison.
you know, we were in the play area at Opry Mills. If you've ever been there, you know what I'm talking about. So love Opry Mills, man. Still love Opry Mills. So he's playing. I'm talking to my stepmom. I don't see her very often. I just love her so much. She's such a great person. And we're talking about some pretty, you know, some existential stuff, because I like doing that shit. So all of a sudden I hear just screaming down the way by the food court. And I was like, oh, people are just screaming. And all of a sudden, hundreds of people start rushing the play area, running away from the food court, too. And I'm like within an instant, I go, Harrison. And he was probably, I don't know, from me to the corner away, you know. Harrison. And I lunged to get him. This guy ran, you know, we ran into each other. I grabbed Harrison. I picked him up and I had him carrying him like a dead body. You know what I'm saying? God forbid. And I was at the end of the play area and there was only one entrance. So that was happening. I jumped the bench and hit the ground, fell down, made sure he was okay. He didn't get hurt, but I fucked my hip up and shit. And I got up and ran, kicked one of those mall hallway doors open and busted outside. It was crazy. Had I not been doing deadlifts and weightlifting, I don't think I would have even been able to get up. Adrenaline is a thing, but dude, I knew I felt stronger.
Adrenaline is toxic if you're not
you can't handle
in shape.
it. Totally.
You'll get sick. You'll have a blood sugar incident. You'll be vomiting. You know what I mean? Like
it was so intense, man. And he's real quick. He's asking like, why are we running? Why are people screaming? And what do you say to him? I was like, buddy, why are we running? I was like, buddy, something happened down in the mall that I don't know what it is, but I noticed people were screaming and I had to get us safe. I had to get us out of there. And he had a dream about it that night. That dude dreams, man. I'm happy about that. You know, it's fucking beautiful and scary as shit, man. I tell you.
Thinking of that, like with growing up, I had a stepdad super involved in my life, like at age 1, right? So he, in my opinion, was like, I mean, he was an artist. Mm-hmm. We had all the art supplies in the house you could possibly have. He was a professional artist, but I mean, I didn't use them because I was more of the everything but visual art. But but he was kind of a man's man when it came to like the right kind of shit. So it would be like somebody's out in the yard in the middle of the night. Like the way he came across is like, now he was in the military and he was very good. He's very good with a gun, and he's very coordinated. He's an artist, but he would. You know, he's the kind of guy that's muscular. He lifted weights. That's why I lift weights. I learned it from him. He's like 6'1", kind of, built. And so he's getting ready to go outside, deal with this fucking guy out, whoever's outside. He's got his gun. I'm scared for whoever's outside. Yeah. But that's because he's putting on a little bit of a dad performance.
Yeah, right.
Where he's just not doing it.
You gotta not.
I know what he's thinking is probably, I'm about to fucking die. This is it. And here I am. I'm about to get fucking smoked.
No, I appreciate it.
And here I am. And but if he came out, if he was like, what if he turned and decided to express himself fully?
Yeah, right.
At that moment, and he turns to me and just like, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking die. You know, we have a little kid, dude. That would be a disaster.
Yeah, no joke.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so to me, I feel like sometimes with your, sometimes as a man, like with some of the fears and stresses you have, when it comes to maybe the women and children in your life that look to you for protection, you kind of have to process them a certain way so that they don't overestimate the fear level they're supposed to be under right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
staying as calm and swift as possible.
Yeah, being calm and trying to maintain control of your thoughts and emotions just until the danger is gone. Yep. And making sure that other people don't become more upset and then start, potentially getting upset by you seeming upset.
Yeah.
I mean, every person being upset adds to the upset of everyone else. In a crisis.
Sometimes you got. In a crisis, I see what you mean.
Yeah, in a crisis.
Yeah.
After the crisis, you can deal with whatever you got to deal with, but there's got to be everyone's got to be safe, and then we can.
Dude, that's what you and I talk a lot about, like alpha, beta, and I think we have differing thoughts on that, but I think ultimately I think we both identify what a true alpha is.
Yeah, I don't think alpha is a person. Except there's a rare person that's kind of like that, where they just can't submit to anything.
We're painting.
But
yeah. But I think
it's a hierarchical thing. It's like to me, it's like whoever's the most competent at something right now. If you got like a group of people, like the alpha dog would be the person that you want to respect their opinion the most, but also who's kind of got a little bit of assertiveness. Those two qualities, and it's like situational based on what you're doing. It's not like a guy where you're just
always.
I'm a man's man. I wear bear skin.
Nah, that's so stupid.
Butt shorts and whatever. I don't know if that's what men's men do, but you know what I mean. But
I saw a guy on YouTube last night, jacked, yelling at the camera's over here. He's yelling. He goes, "Fuck every psychologist on this planet. They're teaching fraudism," and I'm like, you're an idiot, dude. Like,
he's a meatzilla.
You have to be, meatzilla. You have to be able to engage with your emotional processes, man. If you don't, you're just being ruled by rage. And then all of the modern stoicism that they talk about, they got it backwards, man. It's like there is a compassionate detachment rather than this cold, distant disconnectedness. Because if you're not able to be in touch and in touch with other people and intact with yourself, you got it all wrong, man. The Stoics today, or just like armchair Stoics, have it confused. If I'm so intact with myself to the point where I can just detach or disconnect from someone else that is having any kind of reaction or misunderstanding or want to talk about an issue that they're having, if I can just be so intact and let them have their issue, then I'm being a Stoic and being alpha about it. That's bullshit, man.
Right.
If you can stay intact with yourself and be able to stay in touch with them, that is where the power is. And that to me is merging both hemispheres of the brain, both that archetypal man and woman symbolism. That's where it's at. It's not too far on the feminine side or too far on the masculine side. You have both, you contain both, but you have to be able to exercise and apply both of those aspects. It fucking blows my mind.
And to me, inherently, it's not the most manly thing to worry about how manly you are all the time. Whether the thing you're doing is manly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, watching motherfuckers walk down here like in WeHo, just being like, I mean, I have my shirt off. Do you see how many fucking muscles I got? But just walking like,
yeah, trying to
like,
have an invisible lat syndrome and shit.
Let's have a talk. Let's talk. God. Ugh.
Yeah, it is a little.
I'll grunt. It's just gay, dude. I was gonna ask you. I was thinking about it. Like, what we were talking a while ago, and maybe this will jog your memory. What was the time that you talked yourself out of something that could have changed your entire life?
Oh, Bitcoin. I was about to do Bitcoin. I started mining it, and it was priced out mining it in 2007 because I was in the forums with the original people behind it. Mm-hmm. And then I just was like, this ain't really going anywhere. It costs too much in electricity. And then I had another job that offered to pay me in Bitcoin. They were going to pay me a coin for every other article I wrote, and I was writing 10 a week. Damn. And they were worth like 100 a coin back then. And so then I chose to take money. And that would have been over 100 million at the current price.
God,
so
ain't that something?
That one sucked. I had a lot of, I made a lot of those kind of.
What else?
Things that I started and backed out of that would have been sick if I kept going, huh?
Yeah. No shame.
I did make try to make an online music platform that would have been, it would have been like Spotify, but it would have paid the artists, and you would be able to choose how much, like you could make decisions with regards to ad revenue, like whether you wanted the ad revenue, from like military stuff or not on your page, or whether you wanted, you have more control.
Yeah,
I think that would have, if we would have had it by the time like the Gaza stuff came out, I think that would have blown up and it would have destroyed Spotify, and artists would have finally gotten paid.
What if you did it now?
The problem is that I tried doing it, and like I know how to make the idea up and get the whole process, but the problem is then you have to get people with the ability to like show how it works technically. That I didn't have, and the money people that I got to raise money hired people that couldn't do it. And then there was a little bit of sleeping with each other that then happened, and the whole thing got corrupt and fell apart. I don't know how to run a business. That's the part of it.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean? I know how to be creative, and I know how to hype shit, but I don't know how to actually organize it all where it's not a economic disaster. That's the part,
dude. 100%.
I'm not great at.
I'm trying to learn that. I always thought when I'm in bands, like that's what I was doing. I was a hype dude, and I did a good job for what I did, but it was like,
oh, you're a great frontman. You're one of the better frontmen, I think.
Oh, thank you, dude.
That tour, we did a tour.
Yeah.
And that was sick.
Yeah, it was.
We were able to kind of almost get like a cult vibe out of the crowd every night. We could get everybody worked the fuck up.
Yep.
Back to back. It was great.
That
was a fun tour.
I really appreciate that. Yeah, it was.
And
then I came back and quit the band after that tour, man.
Boom.
And then started my own shit. But
sometimes you gotta do it.
Yeah, no shit. That was a good time, man. That was wild. I'd never been on that was the most punk tour I ever did.
Like a DIY where you're just hitting all the that was one of those ones where you're playing all the southern all ages Christian places. You had to play churches to play all ages in the South
We were sleeping
in
on.
that era.
We were just sleeping on like cigarette butt floors and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, man, I'm too bougie for this. I don't need this.
I did that
fucking
for several
bullshit,
years.
dude.
I did that for years. I did it for years with. Look what I did.
Do you think that you are haunted?
No,
You don't.
no.
Okay, not even one bit.
I do think my parents' house is haunted.
Okay.
And because my parents intentionally buy homes that have been either murders or something in it.
Really?
Yeah, their
Yeah.
previous homeowner of their current house was murdered. And I grew up in a house that was a hospice during the Civil War where there was the whole entire floor was cherry red.
What? Dude.
From the maiming. It was
That's
thousands of
nuts,
people's limbs
dude.
cut off and deaths in there. It was the middle of it's the 4 Mile Toll House on Franklin Road. It's like
I need to see it.
it's like it was a federal toll house in like during the Civil War. So
Fuck, that's nuts.
they just like used it to like cut people's limbs off and stuff. So it was
That's bonkers, man.
But I don't feel haunted. But I do think
Got
some
it.
of those houses might be.
That's cool. Do you have a time where you felt like you were so like deeply human that you wish you weren't?
Maybe.
What do you
Maybe
think?
that. I mean, I don't know
Tell me about it.
if I wish I wasn't a human.
Yeah.
But I've had existential time frames where I wasn't, maybe I'm losing the plot of, or not understanding what I was even doing, or,
Yeah.
just kind of like,
You think of a time?
maybe there was a period of time like right after Look What I Did had been touring really heavily for a long time.
Yeah.
And then I had like a pretty serious back injury. It's actually what started me back into lifting weights.
Yeah.
And like I was like so injured, and I started getting I was injured, and I was so skinny is why I got injured, because I lost all my muscles
Got
on
it.
tour.
Yeah,
right. And
right.
then I jump off stage, blow my back out. I go home off tour. I stay at my parents' house. They had this, I was just like staying there because I didn't have anywhere I was living because I was just touring constantly. And I go over there, and then I start sleepwalking and drinking molasses. I didn't know I was doing it. I gained 100 pounds in a month, it was like 3 months.
It's almost like your body
100
like
pounds.
subconsciously knew you needed something.
But
like
this
that.
was pure fat that I didn't need. And like,
That's crazy, dude.
so I was in such bad shape, and I like, our van was kind of coming apart. We needed to do a new record, and like, I've been on tour constantly. I didn't have anywhere to live. I wasn't doing anything, and I just felt like my body was fucking fucked. I felt like I was old.
Yeah.
And just past my shit.
How
And
old were
then
you at that point?
35.
Got it, man.
It's
That's
exactly right when that kind of shit
Fucking
pops
starts.
off. So I just started lifting the fuck out of some weights, and my goal was just like, I'm just trying not to die. I'm not gonna get jacked. Like I'm
Right.
past my prime.
Right.
I'm just trying to not actually fucking die. I feel like my heart's gonna explode.
Right.
And then I go in there and I start lifting, and all of a sudden that muscle memory kicks back on, and my body just kind of, I remember all the things I used to do, and then I started getting pretty muscular, and I just like went on a hard diet, and I got ripped, and then people were like, how the fuck do you do that? And
Yeah,
they
I
were
was like,
offering
what the
large
fuck?
amounts of money for it, and then I was kind of like,
Yeah,
if
that's
I started
awesome.
training people, then I'd have more time to do all my artistic stuff.
There you go.
It actually makes kind of decent attorney level kind of hourly
Yeah,
money
hell
if you
yeah.
get a good client base
Hell yeah.
and you're an independent. But
I
that
feel
kind
like
of
you have a good client base.
oh
right?
yeah, I do.
That's
I got a
awesome.
lot of people now
That's awesome.
that are coming through. So that's
I'm glad to be one of them, man. I look forward to it, man. And I was telling some dudes at my son's baseball practice or their last game. I was like, I started lifting weights in March for the first time in my life, and they kind of like laughed at me a little bit. I'm like, I don't care, and I was like, part of it is the accountability that you give. It's
Right.
like that's a huge deal. Even the text that says, yo, I'll see you over here tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'm like, am I going to be a bitch? You know what I'm saying? It's pretty crazy. You know
I mean, for me, I'm like obsessively disciplined. I can't stop it. And so it spills out of me. Like, so
It's cool.
it kind of
It's
makes
cool.
me anxious when I can't get my routine going with everybody else.
Yeah, right.
And that kind of helps me get everyone in, and then it creates more adherence, which is the only thing that matters is adherence when it comes to physical fitness, is that you stay conditioned and keep doing it over time. That's what's going to make you successful at it.
Were you having somebody just kind of hacking on you online? You were telling me it kind of bugged, it was annoying the shit out of you for a minute. I don't know,
Hacking on me?
Yeah, just like talking about like, you got to go hard all the time or something like that.
Well, okay, I'll tell you one thing.
All right.
Doubling back on that body image shit, right?
Yeah, hit it.
When you're
Yeah.
a trainer, right? Now, myself, I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not into that, like, a lot of this stuff. I like to play sports.
Yep.
I'm a musician. I like to look, I like to have a aesthetic on stage for my shows. And that's what kind of so I don't want to be this big hyper muscular guy on steroids and stuff. But I'm also a small frame guy who's been lifting weights for 20 years, who weighs 160 pounds, even though I'm like 5'11", you know what I mean? It's like a very low body weight. So like sometimes when I'm advocating certain things for muscle gain, you'll see the steroid guys will jump in and be like, oh, well, this guy doesn't know shit. He doesn't even lift. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Because like people don't understand steroids. They don't understand. Like, now granted, I'm a small frame guy. Look at my wrist. It is extremely skinny, this wrist. It is not a normal sized wrist.
You jerk off more.
I can jerk off more, actually it's a long, I have very long arms too. So I'm like built in a way that's good for running and sports, but I'm not built in a way that's good for being very massively muscular. I just don't have large bones. And I also don't do anabolic steroids. I don't take testosterone. I only got the 46. I'm 46. I got testosterone coming out of my nuts.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so the guys...
Fuck yeah.
Are going to use the fact that he's covered in steroids and fucking 150 pounds heavier than me while ripped to try to invalidate what I'm saying. You know what I mean? When that has absolutely nothing to do with it. I train people with bad genetics. Like, what happens if you have bad genetics? You know what I mean? Like, you have to, as a trainer, you can't rely on your body. It's your mind that trains other people.
Right.
And not everyone wants, some of the greatest bodybuilding trainers themselves are not bodybuilders because they don't want to die. And they don't want to. You know what I mean? You'll see them. They'll be like smaller, and they'll be old guys. But
would you ever do steroids ever?
Yeah. There could be circumstances.
Nice. Like what?
I don't.
Just trying it out.
I don't know. I feel like it's decreasingly possible for me with my age, but I do think if I did life over again and certain things, like I was like about to play sports, or I was about to something where it would. Hollywood movie.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That's good.
You know what I mean? Where you're gonna make $100 million, right? And it's gonna change your whole
Use
family's
some
future.
steroids.
Yeah, maybe then. But otherwise, it's not really safe. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could become dead.
Do you want to do another pump? And then we'll end
let's
up?
do a little pumper.
End it out. All right,
That
what are we
brain.
doing? What are we doing? Fucking pumping it up. Are we gonna go back to back? Or?
Ooh, back to back, dude. That's some old. That's some Charlie Angels, right? Is this how Charlie Angels is doing?
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh man,
We're gonna have to make room for the butts.
Come on, dog.
Whoa! Oh,
look at that, man. Look at that.
make butt room.
Dude. Oh God, dude. All right, ready? Go down, you fucking ass.
There we go. Oh yeah, we got rid of the
God,
bone.
man. All right.
This is that Twerk City, dude.
Oh yeah, I felt your belt. Oh, I love when it bumps.
Strong.
I love the pumped. Oh, they're.
Oh God, yeah.
It's like every time. Hey, dude, sweat.
Yeah, we're gonna get smoky, dude.
Hell yeah. Make it perfect, Barry Donegan. One of my favorite people ever. Man.
Hey, this is one of the greatest dudes of all. Everybody, he's a legend in this world.
You know what? We're just making it day by day, and I am. See you later.
It's a fact.
Boom, boom,
Work.
boom.